There's someone in my life I didn't get to say goodbye to because of domestic violence.
When I fled from another state, I was assisted greatly by an organization.
If Ahimsa House had been around, then maybe she would have had somewhere to go. She would have had someone to call, because like I am, she couldn't imagine leaving her dog.
So to have somebody ease a burden, like take your animals from you so you can at least relax and take care of you, that's just unbelievable.
You're doing something that you would want a friend to do for yourself.
What a great idea that while their person gets on their own feet, you're keeping their animal safe. And then when their person is ready to be on their own and have their animal back, you know that they're going to get matched together. And so that's really very satisfying.
It's been a unique opportunity for our family to be able to serve.
Yeah, and our son is a big part of that as well. It's been a great way to help him understand how to give back to the community as well.
My daughter and I were interested in fostering dogs because we already had one dog. She wanted another dog, but I said no, let's just foster. People can volunteer. If they can't foster a dog, they can be a volunteer at one of our events, or they can just come into the office and stuff envelopes or transporting. We have a lot of people who pick up dogs and take them from point A to B all over the state.
It is the best feeling in the world when you do a transport and you take a pet back to that parent that hasn't had that pet and they've been through such a difficult time. You can tell the pet's excited, the parent's excited.
Ahimsa House rescues, rebuilds, and reunites, and we need your help.
We depend on donations to provide veterinary care and temporary housing for pets in our program. When you give to Ahimsa House, you're helping to assure that no one has to leave a beloved pet behind when they're threatened with domestic violence or abuse.
Conservation Fisheries' mission is to preserve aquatic biodiversity, especially working with fishes, and also to educate the public about why biodiversity and clean water are important to us.
In 1986, we started working with the yellowfin mad tom. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service approached us through our major professor, and they were excited because the yellowfin had recently been rediscovered in Citico Creek. For the longest time, it was considered extinct.
We already had been helping study those fish with the master's thesis work that both Jared's wife Peggy and our friend Jerry Dinkins was doing. So we knew how to find the fish, we knew how to find where they nested, we knew how to collect nests and bring the young in and raise them. So that gave us an opportunity to produce far larger numbers than you could collect in the wild and translocate, but we could actually propagate the fish in good numbers and stock them in good numbers in Abrams Creek.
For any small stream fish, most people never see them. They don't know they're there, but they're an integral part of the overall ecosystem of that stream.
Day to day, we run a fish hatchery. So we work not with game fish like trout or bass. We're working with darters and minnows and mad tom catfishes, which are miniature catfishes. These are typically rare species that are having problems out there in their natural environment. They've been impacted by pollution or development, and Conservation Fisheries is working with a lot of partners to restore these species to streams. We have a 5,000 square foot facility here in Knoxville, and most of that is dedicated to raising fish or raising food to feed the fish. We actually have a food culture room where we raise a variety of crustaceans, worms, other animals that we feed to our fish. Matching the diet of these animals is really important, and it's critical to having healthy fish when we put them back out in the stream. Day to day, we're either collecting eggs from the wild and bringing them back in here to raise young, or we're actually getting the fish to spawn in our tanks and raising those young to be put back out in the streams. When you contribute to Conservation Fisheries, you're not only helping us restore fish to the streams where they belong, but we're educating people about the importance of those fish and clean water, and you're investing in that next generation of conservationists who will keep our mission going long into the future.